Hello, today is a very special day. It's the birthday of the original author of the Winnie the Pooh stories, A.A. Milne. Today he would be 95 years from when he wrote the first book of Winnie the Pooh. Today we're going to read you the story, The Great Heffalump Hunt by Giles Andreae. This is a lovely story about Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, who is Winnie the Pooh's best friend. He does have some other friends as well. He's got Eeyore, Tigger, Rabbit, Kangaroo, Owl, and quite a few other people that he lives with. Christopher Robin is also one of his best friends because Christopher Robin looks after him. And Christopher Robin is A.A. Milne's son in reality. So, this story is The Great Heffalump Hunt by Giles Andreae. Piglet trotted happily beside his best friend Pooh, talking about nothing much, as best friends do. When suddenly Pooh stopped and said, "I've got a grand idea. I'm going to catch a heffalump. I've heard they live round here." "A heffalump?" squeaked Piglet. "But they're huge, wild, scary beasts. And Rabbit says they like to roast fresh piglets for their feasts." "Well, that's why I must catch one," Pooh declared. Then with a clap, he said, "Aha, I've got a plan. Let's set a cunning trap." Ooh, what are they up to? Now, what might hungry heffalumps find tempting as a treat? Aside from piglets, pondered Pooh, my guess is something sweet. A yumptious jar of honey. Then, said Piglet with a grin, we'll bait a trap with honey and it'll simply fall right in. Ooh, can you see all those lovely scrumptious things they're thinking about? "What a grand idea," said Pooh. "Let's do it now, tonight. I'll go and fetch some honey while you dig a pit, all right?" Pooh went and got the honey, but before he reached the pit, a little voice inside him said, "Just taste a tiny bit." Ooh, what do we think's going to happen? Because I don't think Pooh can do tiny bits, can he? He found the pit his friend had dug. Ooh, he's done, for a little pig, he's done an awful lot of digging and passed the honey down. "There's hardly any left," squeaked Piglet, giving Pooh a frown. "There's just the right amount," said Pooh. "I gave it careful thought. Let's meet at 6 tomorrow then and find out what we've caught." Ooh. So Pooh and Piglet went to bed, but neither was prepared for the fact that Pooh was hungry and that Piglet was, well, scared. "That jar of honey in our trap," groaned Pooh. "It was my last. Oh, bother, double bother. And if no one's listening, blast. Just one more little pawful would be neither here nor there. A heffalump who's hungry wouldn't notice, wouldn't care." So he set off through the forest with moonlight overhead. And at that moment, Piglet sat up wide awake in bed. "Oh, that horrid hairy heffalump! He might not like Pooh's honey. Oh, what if all he wants is juicy piglets in his tummy?" "But Pooh will be there with me," Piglet thought. "My best friend Pooh. It's scary when you're one, but it's much friendlier with two." Can you see all the heffalumps he's dreaming about? So just before his clock struck 6, he tiptoed out the door. The leaves and branches crackled on the frosty forest floor. Then suddenly he heard a noise that chilled him to the bone. A ghostly wail, growl, a moan, a mournful, muffled moan. Where are you, Pooh? Called Piglet, his heart beat fast with dread. I'm in the pit, he heard Pooh cry, and something's got my head. The Heffalump, squeaked Piglet, it's in the pit with Pooh, and I'm much too small to help him. Oh, there's nothing I can do. But something in his little soul prevented him from running, and Piglet's voice rose clear and strong. Hold on, Pooh, I'm coming. He summoned, I've lost a page. Whoa, there we go. As fast as he could scamper, Piglet hurried to the pit, then bravely scrambled to the edge and peered down into it. A Heffalump, it's got him and it's shaking him about. And all that Piglet saw was Pooh's poor bottom sticking out. Oh dear, what do we think has happened? He summoned all his strength and smacked the monster on the head. Take that, you naughty Heffalump. Now let Pooh go, he said. Then Piglet gave one final heave, and with a squelching sound, out popped Pooh completely and collapsed onto the ground. The Heffalump, it's vanished, Piglet said. It won't get far. But there in Piglet's arms, Pooh saw an empty honey jar. The Heffalump, said Pooh. Yes, I'm pretty sure he's gone. I thought I saw him too, but Piglet, maybe we were wrong. You see, I got quite hungry when I went to have my nap, but the only snack I knew of was the one inside the trap. I took a lick, my head got stuck. I thought, this is the end. But there you were, dear Piglet, my brave rescuer, my friend. Sticking together, too much honey. I did it, Piglet spoke slowly, because I love you, Pooh. And I know if it were me, that you would do the same thing too. I would, said Pooh, and thank you. Then he sniffed and wiped his eye. I'd rescue you from Heffalumps, but maybe let's not try. We're lucky, Pooh, said Piglet, as they set off home together, that you and I are such good friends. Best friends, said Pooh, forever. And there they go off into the sunset. Isn't that a lovely story? There are, and there's lots more stories of Pooh to be read. You've just got to find them on the bookshelves in the library. Bye.